Okay, so I told you about difference between combinational circuit and sequential circuit. So hope you must have understood the difference between combinational circuit and the sequential circuit now, right? Okay. Now there are two main categories in this. When it comes to the basic element, which is working based on the sequential principle, latches and flip-flops. Okay, these latches and flip-flops are not different in terms of working principle. The difference is only in terms of the way these circuits are excited. Right? Okay, see, if you see a combinational circuit, there is no control over the output, right? Whatever input we give, with some propagation delay, output will come immediately. Right? That's what, whatever input you give, with some propagation delay of the gates, output will come immediately. Yes or no? Right? The moment you give ABCD input, 1, 1, 1, 1, with some propagation delay, output will come. Is there any control that you get the output after some time? No. And the propagation delay is actually a gate delay. It is not, of course, in the program, what delay you are giving, actually it is considered to be delay of the gate. And you are mentioning it while simulating it. That's all. Have you understood this? Okay. Now, in sequential circuit, it is possible to control the output. You say that at this time instant only give this output. Otherwise, hold the output. I understood this. The control factor is there in the sequential circuit. Right? You can say at this time instant you give the output. Like you have a timer. Right? You have a timer, right? What's the timer actually? You keep timer, say that at this time you give me an indication that I have to go do the work. So sequential circuit can be excited by a pulse, by a clock signal, That when the clock is high, output will come. When the clock is slow, no output will come. When the clock has a positive edge trigger, positive edge, you know about all these things we have seen in the first class. When the clock has a positive edge, you perform the action. When the clock has negative edge, you perform this action. So it is possible to have an excitation given to this. I've understood this. Okay. So these latches and flip-flops, circuit-wise, is the same, but different based on the excitation given. Right? Some these latches works on the level trigger. Level trigger means positive, and the pulse is positive. And flip-flops excites whenever there is a positive edge or negative edge trigger. That's the difference between these latches and flip-flops. We'll see one by one. Let's read this. Just read this. Keep your mobile inside, my dear. What's your name? Behind you. Just read this. Have you understood? Is it not the same thing, whatever I have uttered, put into this? What works on the clock signals? Sequential circuits or combinational circuits? Sequential circuits. Right? Fine. Now you must have understood. Whenever you buy a laptop, you talk about the frequency by which it's working, right? You say that you need to have a laptop or device which works on the highest frequency, and you consider it to be very fast. Yes or no? What is that actually? That is nothing but frequency of your clock signal in that particular processor which you are using in your laptop. Highest the frequency, fastest it is, because that much fast all logic operations will happen in your system. And that clock signal is the same clock signal which you're talking about now. Understood this? Okay. I already explained you about this. You see this. This is a combination circuit. Okay. This is a combination circuit. This combination circuit is same as what you actually studied so far. It is a set of logic gates. Okay. Now see here, if you take this combination circuit and a memory element, which is actually the input is going to be the output of this combination circuit, and this memory element is connected back to the input of the combination circuit. Have you understood this? This type of circuit is called as, come on, loudly use a sequential circuit. Energy is very less, early morning, no breakfast, sequential circuits, right? Okay, now see here, this also, it need not be only depend on only one input which is coming from the other device. It can be many inputs. This is combination circuit. This combination circuit has multiple inputs and multiple outputs. And you can see some of the outputs are going to memory element, and output of that memory element is connected back as an input to the combination circuit. It need not be only one, depend on only one state. It can depend on multiple states. These inputs, instead of input, we call it as a state. Just to differentiate, just for the differentiate, just to differentiate it. See here, this is a combination circuit, right? If you consider this combination circuit alone, then of course both will be called as an input. Right. Now, since this input is coming from some other device, we call this input as a state. State. Of course, it is going to be once again 0 and 1 only. Okay, instead of calling it as another input, input 2, we call it as a state. Have you understood this? Okay. Now, similarly, see here, these are inputs. These are called as inputs. These are called, sometimes it is called as external input, which we are giving 0 and 1. But these inputs are depend on some other element, and we call it as a state. Have you understood this now? Is it okay? This type of device is called as, this type of circuits are called as sequential circuits. You never come across with this type of circuits, right? So now onwards, you are going to see this type of circuit. So have you understood about sequential circuits now? Try to understand this concept in the classroom itself, because it helps you a lot. Okay. Now we have already come across with this from lecture 1. What is this actually? This is a clock pulse. One pulse of a continuous clock. Clock, you are going to give continuously. It can be monoshot also. This clock is called monoshot. If this is continuously repeated, we call it as a clock signal. Have you understood this now? Okay. Now, see this level. See this level. This level is called as positive. This is called level. This is called edge. This is rising edge. This is falling edge. Or we call this as a positive edge. This as a negative edge. Okay. Have you understood this? Okay. Positive edge, negative edge. Okay. So this is level. This is called as level. This is called as level. Rising edge or positive edge. Falling edge or negative edge. This is ideal one. This is ideal. Ideal. Ideal means this is something we say this should be. Right. But it is not possible practically to produce this type of clock. Right. Always you will have some tapering in this side and this side. Right. While in the clock. Okay. But still it is called as rising edge. This is called as falling edge. This is called as level. And this is your pulse width. This is your pulse width. Ultimately, this level in terms of binary, this level is called as 1. This level is called as 0. Have you understood this now? That is what we call it as a digital nowadays. Right? So is it not entire world is working on ones and zeros? And entire world is working on ones and zeros and earning all zeros above after 1. Yes or no? More zeros above 1, right? Because of this. Right? Okay. So hope you understood this. I'll go to the next. This is called as ideal clock. This is called as real clock. Fine? Okay. This is called as on, off. On, off. Now, 1 is on, 0 is off. Hope all of you are understanding this, right? Okay. On is 1, off is 0. Always just like that only, na? Right? It's a standard decided by entire world that whenever pulse is 1, it is on, pulse is 0, off. 0 current means off, right? Hope you have studied electrical sciences. Zero current means off. There is a current on, 0 voltage off, 5 voltage is going to be on. Fine. Okay. See, since we have only 2 options, sometimes we can say 0 on and 1 off. Suppose in my country, my all devices will work whenever pulse off is 1, pulse on is 0. Right? But it doesn't happen. Right? If he has taken something from other country, some device from other country, it has to work there, right? I've understood this. Okay. So normally pulse on, this is logic 1, this is logic 0. Fine. Okay. And this is the real clock. And just go through this. Just go through this. I don't want to read this. Just I want you to read this. Hope all of you are able to see this. What is there on the... Just read this. Need not see my face. Just see what's written there. Done? Okay, is it not the same thing what I said now? Combination circuit is faster. Why it is faster? Right? A bachelor can react very fast, but a family person will not. Why? Tell me. Because he does not have any dependability, bindas. But a family person, he has to ask wife, children, right? Then his output will come. So who is fast, who is slow? You know it. Okay. Similar way, sequential circuit cannot give the output until he gets another input, which is another state. Definitely it will be delayed. Okay, fine. Okay. Draw this circuit on your book. Big, as big as possible. Draw this circuit. Don't draw the truth table. No, I don't want you to draw the truth table. Just draw the circuit. Don't take much time. What it has? It has 2 NOR gates. And of course, one of the input to NOR gate is coming directly externally. and another input coming from the output of the opposite gate. Output of the opposite gate. See, this input is output from this, and this input is output from this gate. Name this output as Q and name this output as Q bar, which indicates that these two outputs are complement to each other. We have to keep it as a complement to each other, and that is what the useful output is. Always this circuit has to give output Q and Q bar. If this Q and Q bar is same, if it doesn't give, that means that particular state is invalid. We'll see that. Right? Okay? Fine? Have you understood this now? Okay. So now I'm going to call your attendance. Till that time, just have a look in the circuit what you have drawn. Just understand and write yourself the truth table of NOR gate. In the same place, it is called as SR latch. This is called as latch. Right. What is latch actually? Latch. Keep it there. Whenever you want, remove the latch. Right? All of you know about latches, right? You said latch your door. What is that actually? Latch means just you put a latch so that it will remain closed for longer duration. You use latches, door latches, right? You know it. Right? This is also called as latch. What it does? This keeps the output in a same state until you give some excitation to change it. So that state will be saved at the output until you just give another excitation to change it. So latch. Okay, let us see the working principle of this. You try to understand this. This is very important. Okay. Now, this is NOR gate, right? To understand this circuit, first what you require is truth table of the NOR gate. If somebody doesn't know the truth table of NOR gate, what you will understand? Nothing you will understand. That's why I have given you truth table of the NOR gate. Is it not truth table of NOR gate? Yes. See, one beauty of this NOR gate, if any one of the input is 1, irrespective of other input, what is the output? 0. That means, if you take a NOR gate, if one of the input is 1, forget about other inputs, whether it is 0 or 1, output will be always 0. Opposite is for which gate? If one of the input is say 0, output is 1. What is that gate? NAND gate. For NAND gate, if one of the input is 0, irrespective of other input to that same gate, output will be 1. Yes or no? Right? We will use that principle. Okay. Now see this. What is the output Qt plus 1? If we just write an equation for this, output Qt plus 1 is equal to R plus, this is Qt bar, right? I'll just take it as Qt bar. Okay. The state input. Okay. Right? This output Qt plus 1 is equal to R plus Qt bar. It is coming from here, Qt bar. Okay. Whole bar. Yes or no? Whole bar. That is this one. Right. Similarly, Qt plus 1 bar is equal to S plus Qt. Okay. Right? Present state input. Okay. Now you see qt plus 1 is the next output which you get from the present state. Present state is t, the output state is t plus 1, right? So my present state inputs, one is r, which is external input, another one is qt bar for this NOR gate, output is qt plus 1. Similarly, this is qt plus 1 whole bar, right? Now you just try to solve this. Qt plus 1, suppose this r is 0, okay? Suppose r is 0, s is also 0, right? So let us solve this equation. Let us solve this equation. When you solve this equation, suppose the r is 0, see this is what the equation gives you. Now 0 plus qt bar is qt bar, right? It is qt bar whole bar, that is equal to qt. Similarly, this one, suppose if this s is also equal to 0, okay, s is also equal to 0, okay, and then this is qt, so what will be the output here? Qt bar. Now what did you understand for this? What did you understand for this from this equation? When r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, right? When r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, your qt plus 1 and qt bar plus 1, it follows qt, yes or no? Qt and qt bar. So then definitely when r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, when qt is equal to 0, qt bar is equal to 1, output will be 0, 1. Okay, now you have to tell me now, what is the output. Suppose r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, right? And qt is equal to 1, qt bar is equal to 1. Can you tell me what is the output? Yeah, that's qt bar is 0, right? Then what will be the output? Qt plus 1? 1, 0 only. So that means what is the state of the output? Output state is equal to present state, yes or no? Output state is equal to present state, right? Here you can see your qt plus 1 is equal to qt. Your qt plus 1 bar is equal to qt bar. The output which you get is equal to the present state only. That means, that's why I have written here, when input r is equal to 0, external input r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, okay? When present state qt is equal to 0, qt bar is equal to 1, qt plus 1 is equal to 0, qt plus 1 bar is equal to 0. That means, what is the present state here now? Present state is 0, 1. That means qt is equal to 0, qt bar is equal to 1. What is the next state? Next state is also 0, 1. That means what happens here in this device? It holds, right? It holds the present state. Next state is equal to present state only. Have understood this? Now see, here also, when r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, when qt is equal to 1, qt bar is equal to 1, output is 1, 0, which is quite evident from this equation, yes or no? Moment your r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0. Moment your r is equal to 0, s is equal to 0. That means what will be the output? Both output qt plus 1 and qt plus 1 bar will be equal to qt and qt bar respectively. That means what exactly happening in terms of states? It holds the present state, because present state is qt and qt bar. Output is also qt and qt bar. Which input is responsible for this? Which s input and r input is responsible for this? 0, 0. Have you understood now? Right? Okay. Now, there is other possibility also. This s and r need not be always 0, 0. You have other 3 combination, it needs to be checked there. 0, 1, 1, 0. Now, let us take r is equal to 0, s is equal to 1. Forget about what qt bar is. Okay. Just let us take r is equal to 0, s is equal to 1. Now, let us write the same equation. Okay. Now, there is another way to understand this. See, you know that moment one of the input to this gate, moment one of the input to this gate is 1, it is understood output is 0 only, right? 0 only. That is your Q bar. Moment your Q bar is 0, the same Q bar is given here, yes or no? So this gate is called a dominating gate. This gate is called as dominating gate. So moment this is 0, what is 0, 0? Output 1. See, what you are going to get is 1 here, then you will have your Qt plus 1 and Qt plus 1 bar as 1 and 0. See, 1 and 0. Now, whatever be the state Qt, whatever be the state Qt, whatever be there, whether 0, 1, but Qt plus 1 equal to always 1. Qt plus 1 always equal to 1. That means it sets the output Qt plus 1. It sets the output Qt plus 1. Okay, that's why this S input, because of S input 1, your Qt plus 1 will become 1 irrespective of whatever Qt you give here. Whatever Qt you give there, irrespective of that. You know, irrespective of whatever input you give here, what is the output of this gate? It is 0 only, yes or no? Irrespective of whatever you give here, Qt, output of this gate will be 0 only. And that 0 is coming here, it has to be 0 only. That is going to come here, and 0, 0 you are going to get 1. That means Q is going to be 1, irrespective of whatever Qt you give here. That means moment you give 1 to this S, what will happen to your Q? Come on, tell me. Moment you give 1 to this S and 0 to this R, what is happening to this Q? Tell me, answer me. Q is going to become 1. That's called a set. You are setting Q to be equal to 1. And this is, see the clause, irrespective of whatever Qt is. Your Qt plus 1 here becomes 1. That means output is set when R is equal to 0, S is equal to 1. That's why this input is called as set input. Understood this? Similarly, you take a ulta of this. Suppose this is 1, this is 0. What will happen? Yes. Q bar will become 1. Q will become 0. That means what is happening to this Q? It is resetting to 0. Whatever be the value of Qt, whatever be the value of this Qt bar, this output is now becoming 0, 0. Is it not? This R and S, whenever you give 1 to that R and S, you are trying to set and reset this Q. Have understood this? That's why this input is called as reset, or this input is called as set. Have you understood this? And it is called as SR latch. Right? These inputs actually will set and reset the output and also latch it. If you want to make Q is equal to 1, you give R and S as 0, 1, yes or no? And next input you give 0, 0, what will happen to that Q? Tell me what will happen to Q? It will remain, right? It will remain in the previous state only. First, what you do, you give R is equal to 0, S is equal to 1. What will happen to Q? Q equal to 1, right? Set. Okay, now to keep that Q1 as it is, okay, what input you should give as S and R? What input you should give to S and R? Come on. To remain that as a 1, irrespective of whatever Qt is, it should remain as, it should be 0, 0. See, 0, 0, if you give input R, output input R, S is also, sorry, input R 0, S is also 0, what will happen to your Qt and Qt plus 1? It will remain in the that Qt state only, whatever Qt state, and that Qt state is actually 1. It's called a previous state. Have understood this? Okay, right? So it is possible to set and reset the output, and also it is possible to keep that output as it is. Okay, by various inputs S and R given to the latch. Right? Okay. So try to understand these concepts. It's very important. Sir, come, sir, no problem.